Hello, my name's Nathaniel Smith, and here's another book review. Now this book review is going to be very different. Have you read any of Rick Riordan's work? If you have, you've probably been completely fascinated with Percy Jackson and the Olympians and the other sort of spin-offs of that, with all focusing on mythologies of, well, past mythologies of Greek, Rome, and Egypt. So, Rick Riordan has made modern urban fantasy. Roman mythology he's written is nearly complete. There comes a question. What is he going to write next? Will it be Chinese mythology, Japanese mythology, Norse mythology? But waiting impatiently on that next book, perhaps you might just enjoy Runemarks by Joanne Harris. Now, Runemarks is a whole novel on Norse mythology. Now, if you don't know what Norse mythology is, simply put, do you remember the Avengers? How there was Thor and Loki? They're actual gods of of Norse mythology. That's where they originated from. It didn't start with Marvel Comics. Not that I'm complaining. But, yeah. And this novel delves more into the mythology and high fantasy instead of urban. So it would be in a medieval type time frame, just so you know, of Norse mythology than the Thor films or the Avengers ever did. Also, just to note, this actually was published before Thor even came out, the first one. So, yeah. Anyways, Runemarks is, considering you already know a good deal about, obviously, Thor and Loki, you're probably going to say, well, is the Thor and Loki we know of differ from the original Thor and Loki? And not exactly. I mean, Loki is always that mischievous sort of Joker person, so he's actually played damn right in the films. True, as is Thor. Anyways, so you do have some idea, and Odin's done alright. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked with the films. Sorry. Point is, what this Runemarks does very well is tell the Norse mythology. And although you may know some of it quite well, there's a whole other section you don't know. For example, there are 2 sets of gods in this book. 2. The Aesir, or Seer folk, which has all the gods you know. Odin, Thor, Loki. There's also Frigg, which is Odin's wife. And there's also Sif, which is the wife of Thor. And Tyr, god of war. And Balder, who is the son of Frigg. Then there's the gods you don't know. The Vanir. Now there's Skadi of the Ice People, bride of Njord, the Huntress, goddess of destruction. Then there's Bragi, I think that's how you... I'm probably pronouncing these names wrong, so I apologize. But anyways, there's Bragi, god of poetry and song. Idun, his wife, goddess of youth and plenty. Freyja, goddess of desire. Frey, the reaper. Yes, there's a god that's the reaper. Heimdall, golden-toothed sentinel of the gods. And Njord, sea god. So yeah, you have these two different sets of gods. And what's fascinating is once these 2 sets come into play in this story, it leads into basically what you would see the gods do, which is bicker, argue, make evil plots and plans and twists, distrust one another, make conflict. This isn't just Thor. I mean, every god and goddess has their own, purpose and reason for their own little deceptions. What's so funny is over the course of the book, you see it come to a point of such chaos that they come together and sort of become a family of their own. It's very brilliantly done this way and interwoven with this clever plot with a surprising twist I will not reveal. In fact, it's funny because Odin is mentioned as One Eye. By the way, if you want to know what runes are in the book, Runemarks, they're sort of magical power type things. Sort of like spells in and of itself. So Runemarks is an amazing, amazing book. You should definitely check it out. It's awesome.